Hello everyone, sorry I'm a bit late with the video. I'm trying to upload every other Monday once the semester starts, but I watched my niece and nephew over the weekend, and I took them to the Natural History Museum, which obviously delayed things in my production. Either way, today with ancestors right around the corner and a new Panache vid on trees hanging out with anthropologist Niobe Thompson, I thought it would be nice to take you guys on a trip down an evolutionary lane. Now it has been mentioned several times the ape that we will end with, and we saw a glimpse of who we will start with, so that leaves several apes in between. I'm going to be going through them from oldest to youngest so you guys can get an idea of which hominids we will see in the game. Now the developers may change some things and species around, but I don't think they'll make us create new ones, but only time will tell. But hey, if for some reason we can create a new species, you can name something after yourself. Australopithecus wolfmantius. It's got a nice ring to it. And just to clarify, two things would be common, or at least believed to be common, with the following ancestors. One is that they all have some evidence of being able to walk on two legs and being able to climb trees with ease. Some of the species, however, may be better at one of these aspects than the other. It varies on the list. Second is, as for what they ate, we don't know exactly since most of their teeth have been missing at these dig sites, except for a few small canine teeth generally. We can assume they ate a omnivorous diet. Alright, so number 1 is Sahelanthropus tchadensis. Now while the game looks like it's pushing this date back to 10 million years, the oldest fossils we have found, back in 2001, of the little dude, is about 7 to 6 million years old. Now there is some evidence that Millenium Man did walk upright based on the cranial or skull fragments that have been found. There is a hole in our skulls along with other animals that have a spinal cord called the foramen magnum, where said spinal cord exits the skull and connects to the rest of the body. In our ape cousins, this hole is located at the back of the skull, level with the spine of something that walks on all fours. But for us and Sahelanthropus, it is at the base of the skull, a lower point than our cousins. That indicates that the spinal cord is in a vertical position, which means that it is possible that the animal was walking upright. However, this has been debated, and more fossil evidence is needed to make a final, clear statement. But one thing to note is that bone structure plays a very important role in determining not just which species, but how it moved and other actions the animal may have taken in life. But that's about it for our starting species. So who's next? Okay, so this one was a toss-up, but I felt I had to mention it. Somewhere in the game, we might see a species called Orrorin tchadensis. The name means original man of Tugen, or Tugen. Not quite sure how to pronounce that one. The first fossils were found around the year 2000 in the Tugen Hills region of Kenya. Also, based on the year he was found, he picked up a nickname, the Millenium Man. There is active debate in the anthropology world about him and the other fossils found of the species. Orrorin appears, at least for now, to be more closely related to humans than the later Australopithecines, based on how similar some of the fossils are to modern humans. Now, in the study of evolution, with the absence most of the time of a DNA strand, the more alike fossils and other features are to a modern species is one way to tell how closely those extinct animals were to more modern animals. So this potentially could mean that Lucy and a few other species might be replaced as direct ancestors and viewed as close relatives. Another thing that might add fuel to the fire is that Millenium Man may have lived around 6 million years ago. The reason that's important is because the 6 million year mark is one of the areas looked at for the long process of hybridization between the chimpanzee and human lineage split. Needless to say, the debate is still going on and there needs to be more evidence and more complete fossils to examine before any final theory is supported. So for now, and for the game, Lucy is still considered a direct ancestor. Now that the controversy has been talked about, the next species in the game we might become is Ardipithecus kadabba, which roughly translates into father of the ground ape. Dating back to nearly 5.8 to 5.2 million years ago, this species' environment, based on the site where the fossils have been found, would have been a mixture of forests and grassland, the latter of which spreading ever more as the centuries move forward. Now we don't know if kadabba walked constantly on two legs, but there is evidence from some big toe-boned fossils that indicates similar stress that animals walking on two legs would endure. As for more info on this species, there isn't nearly enough at the moment, and more evidence needs to be found. Found in 1994 and nicknamed Ardi, Ardipithecus ramidus, or root of the ground ape, is a special mention indeed. not only because the species clocks in at around 4.4 million years ago, but also because the reconstructed broad pelvis and arm bones indicate that Ardi may have both been very comfortable in trees, as well as walking on two legs, more so than any previous ancestor on this list. One interesting point is that many plant fossils around the dig site indicate that the habitat would have been heavily wooded, so it would have been a human-like ape walking around on branches and climbing. Parkour. It raises interesting questions about the grassland theory of walking. Was this individual just chilling out in the trees? Did it regularly live in this environment, or something else? Coming in at 4.2 to 4 million years ago, Australopithecus anamensis, or the southern ape of the lake, or southern lake ape, however you want to put it, was showing more and more features that would become regularly found in humans. A similar orientation of the ankle joint bones, and especially the tibia, or shin bone, being worn down from stress from above, indicating that it supported a weight from pressure pushing down on it, like our knees and shins do for us today. But other fossils found show long arms designed to move smoothly in trees, meaning that this ape could fully exploit both habitats of forest and grasslands when needed, increasing survival chances. And we made it. The last ape the game is to finish with. Australopithecus afarensis, the southern ape from afar, or more famously known as Lucy, found in 1974. Originally found in the Hadar region of Ethiopia, paleoanthropologists have since found fossils from more than 300 individuals across Ethiopia, Kenya, and Tanzania, one of the largest collections of any human ancestor. Having survived for almost 1 million years, and having a brain larger than its predecessors, basically 1/3 the size of our own brain, Lucy would have been much more intelligent and adaptable than previous hominid species. But still, like previous apes, it was comfortable in trees as well as walking on the ground. However, walking on two legs seemed to be the main mode of transportation for the species. Males seem to have averaged around 5 feet, while females would have been near 3.5 feet. If most of us met Lucy today, we'd certainly think of her as more chimpanzee-like than human. But her main claim to fame is the regular, bipedal walking adaptation that she had. It is this adaptation that allowed for larger brain growth, which led to a bigger propensity for tool use in future species, which led to increased survival, and so on and so forth. Lucy is still a far way away from being like us, Homo sapiens, but the journey has just begun. Who knows what future installments of the game will include, but I would figure it would go on to at least modern humans. And that's it for today. Was there anything I missed or any subject you would like me to cover on ancestors or evolution in general? Let me know in the comments below. And if you liked the video, please click that like button and subscribe for more history and gaming content. Please consider supporting this channel on Patreon, and be sure to follow me on Twitter and Discord for more direct conversations. Thank you for watching, and thank you for all my subscribers and those of you who are here for the first time. I'm Eric, the LonePineWolfman, and remember gamers, never stop learning.